Welcome to the Dusty Sim Farmer. FS25 is out, and I'm here with my first ever live stream. Things could go badly wrong. Let's farm. Welcome everybody, I hope you are well. So, we are going to be playing FS25. It's been out in the UK for approximately 23 hours. And I haven't yet touched the game, crazy as it sounds. I've also purposely been trying to avoid many of my favourite channels, FSG, DJ, Farmer Cop, all those top creators out there. Shout out to you guys. Scroft, oh, love a bit of Scroft. So, I'm aware of certain updates. I'm aware of certain new features. But yeah, I really just want to kind of experience this for the first time on camera, strange as that might be. So, let's get on with things. I am going to set up a new career mode. Okay, so first off, okay, Riverbend Springs, Huntan, and Zelonka. Okay, so I've played Zelonka previously. That was on one of the DLCs. So I'm going to start with new farmer. We can adjust the starting money as well. Nice feature. Let's go in at 500, I think. No loan, easy. Start farm, yes. Guided tour, no. Okay, let's do this. Loading in, might take a little while. Who have we got on the chat? We've got Demo Darv, we've got Woody. Hi Woody, nice to have you here. This will be my first look also. Yes, let's get myself up. Hopefully, possibly, if it's working, we might see a bit of live chat, but I don't know. Ryan is online. Hi Ryan, nice to have you here. I might get it. I think you should. I think you should. Right, loading in 95%. And then we'll get underway. Now what I will say is we've got our character already set up. So that is one thing I have done. So I'm happy with that. Let's jump straight in. Okay. What I was going to say is I have actually set my settings down. I'm rocking a 3080 and I can probably boost it a bit more. But I just wanted to make sure that things are working in terms of the stream. And I don't want any glitching and tearing and all that jazz. So we are, here at the farm. Tell you what, it does look nice. I know that the video is going to be compressed on a live stream, but it's nice and sharp. Everything is very high fidelity. There's a bloke over there. Hello, chap. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll get the help menu up. Start conversation. I'm not going to do that just yet. Okay, let's have a look what we've got. Tractors-wise. So, I'm assuming the controls are going to be very similar. So, I'm on an Xbox controller. So, we can just tab across the vehicles. We can jump in and out. Okay, so before we get into the ins and outs, there are a few things I just like to do in terms of the game. I do want to set up a few things. First of all, let's swap that down to 5 minutes. Seasonal growth, yes. Snow on. Crop destruction on. Periodic ploughing, I do like that, but I might turn off fieldstone because that can be a bit of a nuisance sometimes. Disaster destruction, yes, I have heard there are twisters, tornadoes in this game. How that's going to transpire, I do not know. Automatic engine start off. There we go. That's what I want. Stop and go braking on. Trailer limit. Okay. Fuel usage normal. Everything else is good. Sorry, I know this makes for quite boring miles, acres, boring video, but just want to make sure that I'm happy with all of that. We'll quickly give that a save and then we can crack on everything. Right, so we should be able to jump into a vehicle and it not start up now. So what have we got? A lovely Massey combine. Yeah, liking the look of that. The John Deere 3650. That sounds amazing. So I'm hoping the audio in the game is going to live up to the sounds of these vehicles. And a Challenger. Never been a big user of the Challenger brand. I think it must be more American. We certainly don't get many Challengers here in the UK. Okay, right, so let's have a look at what we have. Let's fly around. We have various fields, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'd like to think we've got 1, but maybe there isn't a 1. Where are we in terms of the map? We are west. That's a decent map. We've got a train coming through. We've got a whole bunch of warehouse, obviously a selling point, grain silo, vehicle shop. Yes, we will be going there. Katie, animal dealer. Okay, liquid manure, fine, fair enough. Okay, a lot of this stuff we can kind of tackle as we get to it. The aim here, although this is a live video, will be for me to continue a kind of Let's Play series, just certainly for the foreseeable few episodes. The reason being is I just want to make sure everything is good and stable before I start jumping into any role play gaming and starting to come up with any story-led gameplay. Right, okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's just have a quick look at this menu. So everything is familiar, although obviously this has moved to the left, so they've adjusted the UI, but we've got weeds and fertilizer, all of our different states, growth. Okay, that's familiar, and crop types. Yes, so we do have some new crop types. Rice, long grain rice, definitely new in the game. Olives came last time around in FS22 along with grapes. Green beans and peas and spinach. Excellent. Okay, really happy with that. Our crop calendar is very familiar, but they've combined it with the weather. That makes sense. It makes sense to have that all in one place so you can get an overview of what you're looking at. Our animals, we've got a cow pasture, and it appears to be the only thing we've got at the minute, and that's fine. We will buy some more of these as we go along. Contracts. I'm interested to see if contracts are going to operate as they used to. We can borrow items and accept contracts, that's fine. Yes, Woody, you do need to get yourself a Steam Deck. Bakery, so these are the various production chains. I'm assuming, yes, I'm assuming that we have all of these, because normally these won't show up, or certainly didn't previously, in this list unless you owned them, unless they were available to you. Ah, no, here we go. No, there we go. So I contradicted myself straight away, ladies and gentlemen. Owned nothing. I own nothing, but that's what is available. Okay, well, that's nice. Easy to see everything that's available to us. Prices. Okay, this is better. This is better. This is a bit more like the stock check mod I use quite a lot in FS22. So it kind of combines a lot more information. We can see when the best prices are throughout the year. I don't know if there will be price fluctuation. If anyone knows, drop a comment. Let's have a look at vehicles. So these are the vehicles we own. Working hours, conditions, so on and so forth. That's fine. Hand tools. Do need to pick up a what do you call it? My mind's gone completely blank. A chainsaw. Well done, me. A chainsaw. Woody should have jumped on that one. Okay, right. I think I've had enough time in this menu. Obviously, we have our vehicle menu. I like the look of this. Whether or not it's actually easier to use, because we now have a kind of tabulated. Yeah, no, I do like that. I do like that. That's nice. And obviously, we can click through. Yes, so this is all very familiar. Everything's been moved to the left. We have a nice clear view. I like the fact we've actually got a warehouse. We can see the warehouse where this actual vehicle resides, rather than just a black pit, almost like a black hole that it used to look like. Right. I know there are some things in this game. I have tried to avoid much of the information, but I do know ground defamation is here. Something we've been wanting, something we've been yearning for God knows how long. So first thing I want to do is churn up some ground. So let's jump in the John Deere, because I know this sounds peachy. Let me just get rid of that menu, and I just want to get rid of the map. Right, let's start and rev this up. Yeah, baby. That sounds good. That sounds real good. Okay, we're going to push on. Now, those of you who are watching live, let me know if the audio balancing is good. I'm aware that some of the louder tractors may make my voice drown out a little bit, so let me know and I can tweak things on the fly. I don't want you to be struggling to hear what I'm saying. So give me a thumbs up if the audio is good. Right, let's get over to this field. I really do want to have a look. Let's go in nice and slowly. Let's get around till we get a bit of sunlight. I can see it already. So just going on that farrow there. Yes, look at that. It's crunching it down. Oh, I do like that a lot. That is immersion. It's such a small, subtle thing. Oh, now I realise I'm wrecking my field here, but it needs work anyway. Such a small thing, but it makes such a big difference. There were various mods previously in FS22 that handled mud, you know, and the ground states, but this is brilliant. This really does make a difference to the game environment. And I just want to see if... Yes, look at this. Where's my torch? Mud on the tyres. I'm chuffed. I'm super chuffed with that. I think that's brilliant. I think that's one of the reasons I have had a little bit of chugging. I don't know if that's coming through on the video. I am on high settings, or very high settings. I'm not on ultra. I could push to ultra. But I'm getting a little bit of tearing already. So let me know if that's coming through as well. Sounds perfect. Thank you, Woody. Good to know. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that. Okay, so the other thing I want to do, obviously, is save some diesel. I'll be back to you in a minute, John dear. Is I want to get this field underway. Now, I don't have a plan here. I'm literally just tackling the very obvious things right in front of my face just to get things underway. I don't know how long I will be on this stream. I'm estimating about 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours. I have got a coffee here. Excuse me while I have a slurp. Oh, delicious. Right, let's jump in the Massey. Engine on. Yes. Headers on the back. Good stuff. Dusty's at the helm. No trouble there then. Right, so we want to get the header on. Let's drop it there. Nice and out of the way. Spin things around. Let's do a little bit of in-cab view. It is noticeably cleaner. It is noticeably sharper. So obviously, generally the game is just looking that bit tighter. Right, headers on. What are we in? We're in... Oh, I've just driven over it, haven't I? Yes, there we go. Crimson Banshee's back. Many mistakes. Oh dear. See, this is the problem. This is where we are. This is the sort of stuff I would normally edit out of my videos to avoid breaking the realism. You want some exhaust notes? Okay, I'll give you some exhaust notes, Darv. I will just ram down the track. I'll keep quiet. Here we go. Just for your viewing pleasure. Wonderful. So, the obvious thing, header on. I need to unfold, yes, I need to unfold the harvester. Okay, header on, header down. So old school style, we would just, with the base game, crack on. Just eyeball the whole operation. And I don't have the best eyes in the world, so we'd end up with wobbly lines all over the place. But it would be a job done. However, of course, we had mods, and we had the ever famous Courseplay, which I appreciate was not a mod available for console players. So console players never had an option for automating their field work. Neither did they have an option for any sort of GPS. Now, I'm just going to hit B here and jump out, because we now have a worker. Who have we got? Anyone we know? Oh, I don't know that bloke. Looks like an 80s rocker in all that denim. Oh, hey! So we have our standard workers dropping the swath, lovely, and he will just whiz around that field, happy as a pig in proverbial. But we also have, as far as I'm aware, let's stop him there, some GPS tools. Now, hold B. Here we go. Excited about this. Really excited about this. Mostly just because it's in the base game. And I think this is important for console players who never had this feature, as far as I'm aware, because most of those were scripted mods. Get the mouse out of the way. So we can now go to steering assist. Working width is automatic, so it's set to 6 meters. Number of headlands 2. Let me just see if I can just... Yes, so it regenerates that. Perfect. I'm going to go to 2 automatic. Work direction, want to be clockwise, so we get the pipe out. Oh, sorry, okay. So we don't get to choose rotation. This is just choosing the angle across the field. Okay, fair enough. So I'll leave that as automatic. Offset we don't need to worry about. Show lines, I'll leave that on for now. So I'm going to go OK. Right, so we have our GPS in place. And I'm hoping we've got the classic GPS sound. Beep. Sure we have. So I'm going to get myself... Where do I want to go? Let's go on this second kind of headland row. I'm going to header on, header down. And to activate, we're going to hit B. Yes. Beep. Let's get that out of the way. So now, technically, if I just accelerate, foot on the gas... Now, what have I hit there? That's curious. Oh, something in the field is bumping, but never mind. We're on. Right. We're in. And that should now just lock to that green line. And I don't have to steer. In fact, I can put on my... Yeah, my speed. And it's just going. And that is brilliant. And that is going to make life so much better. That is a real quality of life addition to FS25. And yes, the argument is there has been a GPS mod, or various actually, for various iterations of the game. So I'm not going to stop here and it will just continue because now it's off the track. So if I reverse, it breaks GPS connection. Am I far enough for it to pick up? No, I'm too far away. So if I come in to the course, hit B, and there we go. Let go of steering. If I steer hard left or right, it breaks off, as you can see. Tap B again, and we're back in place. So that is brilliant. Absolutely chuffed with that. Right, okay. So, let me just come out of this, holding B. I want to go back to AI worker. AI. It's just an algorithm at the end of the day. And just get them to deal with that. Now, another little thing. We can hit the C key. And we have our third person view. There's old Dusty overseeing operations. Dusty will be back in the near future, ladies and gentlemen. For now, he's got a very sore throat. And he can't talk. Also due to various technical reasons. But he will be back with a proper roleplay series in due course. Right, let's get this old chat running across. I have to say, he has aged. I think he's aged by about 8 to 10 years. Tash is big. Bit of stubble on the back of the head there. But he's looking good. So, what I want to do is go and grab probably the Challenger. In fact, let's just teleport straight into that vehicle. What have we got on the back? We've got the cultivator. Start engine. Are we attached? Yes. Let's get this out there. Start cultivating that field. Right, where am I? Yeah, round this way. Bit of in-cab view there. Fantastic. Right, there we go. Now have a look at my lovely face on the screen, and you should have a bit of chat as well if everything is working properly. Okay, so what we'll do... I love the fact it's bumping around, and it is hard. It's suddenly slowed up. It's pulling, as you'd expect, hard against this loose soil. Yeah, it's so much quicker on concrete, gravel, There we go. Smash straight into that fence. Those are still indestructible, by the way, which is fantastic. We don't want our fences to crumble under the slightest knock. But let's get this here. I'm going to just check the scenario. 4 meters auto. Number headlands 4. Work the headlands on. Yes. Start with... Let's start with headland. Yeah, let's do that. And let's get going. Sorry, I'm in your way. Fantastic. Right, let's jump on board the John Deere. Gotta remember to start the engine. Get out of the way. So we're cultivating that field. Let's go and have a look at... Yeah, let's go and have a look at the animals, I think. That might be the next thing worth doing. Okay, so what have we got here? Cow pasture. There's 4 cows in there. Do we own those cows? Yes, 3. Sorry, 3 of 5. So, let's have a think. Do we want to start with some young cows? Do we want cows for meat? Do we want cows for milk? Milk can run away from you. I know that from a fact. Me and Dusty on our last roleplay season, or I should say computer guy and Dusty. Obviously, it's not me. It's not Crimson. It's an analogy of me as a pseudo character within a game. Breaking the fourth wall there, people. Let's go for some young... Let's go for some adolescent Angus beef cow. So one of those. Let's go for 5. Buy those. Do you want to purchase 5 animals? Yes, I do. Thank you very much. And there they are. Happy, happy, happy cows. So my assumption is, let's go back in. No, I want to go to start menus. That's the purchase menu. So I want to go to animals. Oh, quick slab of tea, as Biffa would say. Literally nicking his catchphrase there. Let's go to animals. Yes. So what I'm looking for really is... Ah, here we go. It's right in front of me. Productivity, water. So we need to get some water in there. They need some food. Ah, meadow. So there... Now that's good. That always used to irritate me about previous versions of the game. I don't know if it did for anyone else. The fact that you'd put animals who eat grass in a grass meadow and yet they wouldn't survive without giving them actual food. That made no sense. They're in a grass meadow. So I'm glad Giants have suddenly thought that makes sense if we actually allow them to eat that grass. So they will always at least have 40% effectiveness with the grass in the meadow. I'm assuming then, looking at this, that if we were to fill it up with TMR, that would take precedence, obviously, because it's higher, but we'd only be able to get in the difference. Or will this eventually go down to 0? That I don't have a question for. I'm sure I will find out. That's fine. Okay, so we need to get some food in here. Sorry, water. So we need to get ourselves a Bowser. We are also going to need a trailer. Yes, because our field is going to be almost done. This chap here is fine. Okay, we need to find a trailer. So, another thing. Let's jump into the menu. Drivables, vehicles, packs, used vehicle sale, mods and DLC. Vehicles? Yeah, okay. You used to have, maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. So brands was always there. Vehicles, which is the store, was always there. Or is this my vehicles? No. No, this clearly isn't my vehicles. Baling, root crops. I like the fact they're showing you what's available straight out of the bat. You don't have to... Straight out of the bat, straight off the bat, straight out of the gate. Mixing analogies there. And you don't have to click in to see what's available. But what I do want to do is see the list of vehicles that I own. Used vehicle sale. fine. Mods and DLCs, fine. So is it this? That's fine. Yes, it is, because I've got the sell option, view on map. Okay, it is what it is. I preferred the old interface where it's kind of similar to the store, but that's fine. I've separated it all into this one kind of stats panel. You've got here this stats tab, and I realised I've actually been pushed to the main menu rather than the vehicle menu. So what I'm looking for is a trailer. You must start with the trailer. There we go. Okay, we do have one. Let's go and find it. Engine on for demo Darv. Oh, that's purring. Purring. And what I want to see is actually the character animations. Oh, I like that. Yes. It's very... Same old, same old. Not paying attention. I've really got to put my eyes on the road. I'll be with you in a minute, Combine. I'm just going to go find the trailer. It wasn't in there. It wasn't in there. That bloke, maybe he knows. I'll come back to you in a minute, Grandpa. Can't be in there. Oh, I do hope it's here. Ah, there she is. Right. Get myself backed up. £177 wage payment. Goodness me. That's not minimum wage, is it? Right, we're attached. Nice. I've just found something. Now, I'm not... I am going to critique things as I go along. One thing that's always annoyed me, personally, I'm sure it doesn't affect other people, it's just me with my OCD and very picky tastes. The camera just doesn't rotate quick enough. Particularly when you're in first-person mode. Using a controller... Now, I like to use a controller rather than a steering wheel. The immersive effect of using a steering wheel, ear stick, pedals, I love it. But I use my PC, my gaming PC, as my work PC. So having to disconnect all that stuff, I don't have the space. It's a pain. So I tend to use a controller. Also because it allows me to control the camera when I'm doing flybys and various things for my videos. But in first-person mode, it takes an age to turn around. So I tend to grab the mouse. I mean, that's so much quicker. But come on, Giants, let's at least put some sort of accelerometer on this or option that we can just speed this up. Or one of you modders out there, get modding. I'd really appreciate that. So let's get this over to the Combine. I have no idea what time it is, 12:30. So he should be going up and down. He's up and down, he's in a minute. So I'm going to get myself into position. Now, none of this is particularly new gameplay. This is currently just the stuff we would have seen in FS22. So, Darv, I read on early opening that you have been playing the game for 2 days. So what do we want to check out? What other new things should we have a quick look at whilst we're here on this first look of the game? Right, I should set my speed down to 6. Should have done it before. 6 miles an hour. And that'll do. No, it's too slow. Come on, catch up. There we go. The in-cab experience is better. It doesn't... I mean, yes, we are on hydraulic seats, or highly sprung seats at the very least. And yes, you do bob up and down, but this feels more jumpy, less smooth, I think is what I'm trying to say. Whereas before you just kind of calmly bounce up and down. Now there's a sharpness to it, which you would experience in a tractor. Right, we'll leave that there. So, we've got animals. We've dealt with those. Let's take a trip over to the store. Let's go and buy something while we're over there. So we've got crops. We need some form of Bowser. Let's not go mad. In fact, we could even just hire one. Yeah, I think we'll just have a look at this one. Nice and quick. The Abbey water trailer. $17,000 bucks. Lease that for 867. Now I've got loads of money in the bank. Not too worried about that. But let's have a look at the vehicles. Let's go right up to tractors. God, there's lots in here. And just have a quick look through. The Rigitrack. Ooh. Oh, yes. I'm liking the look of that. That looks quite specialised. I'm not entirely sure what that would be used for. I'm presuming it has... No, I was looking for something. Normally it has customised... well, it has customised, sorry, things that complement it. Obviously, that's just for hauling, basically. You can't, I don't think... Rear twin wheels? That looks like a moon buggy. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. Let's have a look what else we've got. Fence, yes, happy days. See, I kept going right then, expecting to scroll, but we have to go down now. The Antonio Carrero, yes, had one of those before in a previous season. John Deere's got one of those. Fario's, okay, yeah. I do like the Dirt's Far. The 6C's got such an aggressive, almost shark-like nose on it. Sexy, yes, especially when you get it in black. Oh, yes, please. Okay, medium tractors, Challenger, got one of those. Oh, that's new. Ah, might have to have a look-see at that and see how she sounds. Very nice, very nice. Zetas, M8s, Kubota. Nice to see them actually in the game now. Obviously, they came along as a DLC in FS22. The fence, the vouchers, the case. McCormick. Big tractors. Yeah, big tractors. Classic. Oh, the Agro Star. Look at that. I bet that sounds nice. Yes, I bet that sounds nice. Okay, let's have a quick look at large tractors. I'm not all for all this. I'm not for all this bling. Although that's not gold, it's just like a bronze. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to get covered in mud and excrement. I was going to swear then. I'm having to edit myself as I go along. So it doesn't really matter what the paintwork's like. Although you people out there may be obsessed with jet washing your vehicles and keeping things clean. Oh, here we go. This is what we've been lacking. Look at that. Proper American truck, the International. Oh, I bet that sounds nice. I bet that sounds epic. Well, I hope it does. Lease. Got to give it a go. Got to give that a go. Yeah, the Anthem and the Black Anthem. Lovely. Volvo. Oh, FH Electric. Oh, yes. I'm going to have to quickly just hire that off as well. Big fan of the Volvo FH. But in electric, I don't know. Okay. So that's for trucks. I'm not going to go through everything here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just having a kind of a quick bootros while the AI is doing its thing around the field. I'm sure I'm going to have to get back out there. Oh, that's nice. That's exactly the sort of thing Dusty will rock up in. Oh, I can feel that. Design 1, Design 2. Is that just a box in the back? Yes. Toolbox. Lovely. Okay, well, I shall leave you to explore the new vehicles once you've picked up the game yourself. And obviously there will be 4.5 billion mods coming for this version of the game as ever. But yeah, okay, so we need another tractor. Just something to do some basic stuff around the farm. And I don't have a Fendt. And I have to have a Fendt in my life. So we're going to go for the 300. Mini tractor. And maximise the engine size. Got to. Squeeze every last bit of horsepower out of it. Front loader. No, I've learnt by that mistake. Wheel setup, wheel weights. Medium tyres, nice. Medium tyres with weights. Yeah, that feels about right. We're going to buy that one. Right, let's jump in to those. Right, first things first, guys, let's have a look at the International. Oh. Yes. American truck sim. All day long. All day long. Have a look around the cab. Engine on. Oh, I want to hear that outside. Let's get close. Oh, yes, lovely. Hear the turbo. Lovely. What kind of vehicles do you have, Woody, on your in your operation? Be interested to know. And Darv, I'm aware that you work with big vehicles. Let me know in the comments. Keep the chat rolling, people. Right, let's have a quick listen to this electric. Electric truck, yes, great for the environment. Happy to see that happening. But are we losing something? That's it. That is it. We are, yeah, just a click. That's disappointing, but I suppose it is what it is. So it should just purr. Yeah. It's, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I'm not just talking about the game here. How I feel about big trucks where, you know, the big diesel engine is all part of that experience. Well, it is what it is. I will be using that in-game, that's for sure. Okay, so let's grab the fence, get some water in, and head back to the farm. It'll give us an opportunity to have a drive around the map and see what else is going on. I'll get myself backed up in here. Reap what you sow. Ah, because I'm using my own stuff. Okay, let's get my winky pots on. Happy days. As I'm going on the main highway. Right, let's get some big map. Where am I? I'm right in the middle. Oh, I'm not too far away at all. Okay. Do you know what I'm going to do here? I can just grab my mouse on the screen. No, I can't, unfortunately. I'm going to head straight across. And I'm just going to have a little bit of a drive around, just so we can experience the map. Let's just bring this up. No, I want to go down there. Hold on, I'm confused. I'm already lost. There we go. Driven out of the store. 10 yards and I'm lost. Typical. Right, let's go down and have a look. Authorised vehicles only. I believe I'm authorised. Right, make your way down here, Dusty. I just want to see what the water effects are like, because I'm assuming something like water. Oh yes, that's nice. Yeah, is going to be improved. And Dusty's getting a bit wet there. Oh, he's swimming. I didn't expect that. I didn't even know Dusty could swim. And he's just treading water. Look, how is he able to do that with all of his leather? Front crawl. Oh, well, here we go. I'm liking that. I mean, it's not necessary, really, for a farming game. But, you know, yeah, I like that. Happy with that. And the water does look peachy. Yeah, it does look nice. Right, go get yourself in there then, Dusty. Get the heaters on, get things dried off. Let's continue on our journey. Now, do you want me to go in cab? Or would you rather me drive externally so you can have a look around? I appreciate the video is about 20 seconds behind what you respond, when you respond, should I say. So I'll continue down here, and if you want me to jump out or jump in, we can do. Just trying to get an idea of how things are looking. Oh, hello, there's a bus coming. What do we do here? Oh, he's going left. Oh, where's he? A lot of school bus. Is there a school around here? Didn't check the map. Let's have a look at the horse animations. There we go. Yeah, that's improved. Very muscular. Very loud. Yeah, so again, micro improvements, but I think that makes all the difference to the immersion in the game. Even things like the grass, the crops. I noticed this earlier when walking through the wheat field earlier, that things are just... Everything's just improved slightly. Obviously, there are some major game features which have been changed. But yeah, I mean, even the rocks... Getting into the nitty-gritty here, people. But yeah, I want to show everything I can. Let's jump back in the tractor. We'll go in Cav View for a moment. Gonna head down here. We've got the river on the right hand side, which is lovely. And we'll continue down. And I'll just have a little bit of quiet time while we head down to the farm. Now that looks nice. Yeah, that looks nice. I think I want to go over there and have a look, but I'm on the wrong side of the river. So that might be something I look at in another episode. For now, we'll continue on. Let me just pull out the camera a bit. I appreciate that the audio will drop, so I shall continue to entertain you with the silky sounds of my voice. Are you coming in here? Yes, you are. So where are we? We are... Is that a ferry? It is! Ooh. Is that operational? Oh, I can see an interaction point. Don't think I can do anything about it. But there is a ferry over there. Excited to give that a look at some point. Year 1 season pass, people. Get it bought. Get it loaded in. A bit of jankiness there. Don't know if you saw that. So there is, and I'm not rocking a low-end system here. Oh, it's not a 40 series card, but the 3080 more than capably handled the FS22 whilst recording videos at 2K, whilst having a load of other stuff on the screen as well. Just seems to be struggling slightly here. But again, we have things like defamation and probably a lot more particle effects. I know there's weather effects. We haven't got to any of that yet. Yeah, so it will be making a difference, definitely. But just worth raising. I suspect, and this is for a comment Ray made earlier, that's the reason they can't run it on PS4. Because it is just requiring a little bit more grunt out of the hardware. Right, I'm heading down to what appears to be a main road. What kind of sign is that? Oh, it's a stop sign. Don't get that in the UK, we just get stop. Right, nothing's coming. Ah, I just hit the shift key then, because I'm so used to leaning forward in cab. Talking about leaning forward, here's one. Who would like to see VR in Farming Simulator? Who wants that? Anybody? Leave a comment below. Leave a comment in the chat now if you're online and watching. I personally am a big fan of VR. I would love to see this game in VR. I would say my top VR games currently are ETS2, Euro Truck Sim 2, and the Microsoft Flight Sim series. I don't have the new one. Is the new one even out yet? Both are obviously vehicle-based games, and both are just so immersive. I mean, I couldn't play ETS2 or ATS without VR now. It just is nowhere near the same. And I would love to see this in VR. Now, I appreciate walking around as a first-person character can potentially make things a bit nauseous. But yeah, I would love to see VR in this, and I appreciate that there's probably just not enough demand for it to make it worthwhile for the devs to do that. But you know, I think it'd be nice. Ah, then that's a scene. Look at that. Let's just drink it in. Right, I think I've been driving around for long enough. Our fields are coming up on the right-hand side. Field 3. Field 2. Ah, I just realised we own this on the left. That needs dealing with. I think we've got one more field with crop in as well. Can I get in here? Yes, here we go. Oh, coming in the back entrance. I don't think I've done myself any favours here. Looking at the map, I need to get up that hill. I have an empty Bowser. I'm just going to go for it. End up on field 4, which has been cultivated. Excellent. Right, let's go and get this filled up somewhere. Assuming we've got a point for water. One thing I am appreciating is the interactive zones, or the interactive points. They're not glowing blue. I used to hate that. I like to play with as much realism as possible, give or take. So you'll notice that my roleplay series, I very rarely use anything which is like unrealistic, ultra massive, fast, any of that sort of stuff. I do behind the scenes, because sometimes I just have to get through the work for the sake of the actual game. Sorry, for the sake of the video. And so I do tend to just crack on through. But the fact that these are a bit more subtle, I do like that. I do like that a lot. And I will generally have those turned off once I understand where everything is. Right, so let me go and get in the John Deere. I've got lots of vehicles now. And get the wheat filled up from the hopper. And then I can set him over onto that other field. How's everyone enjoying the video? You still with it? I think we'll do another 15 minutes. Right, unfortunately there's no worker in there, so I'm going to have to hop out, jump in the Massey, engine on, pipe out. Get that offloaded. So, yeah, I like the interface. I can see... Ah, that's good. I had just realised, so that I can see what I've got in my hopper, bottom right of the screen, and also the level in the thing I'm filling up. The Farm Tech EDK 650 has 8,000 litres of wheat. Yeah, brilliant. Before I head over to that other field... Oh, saving... Quick refreshment. I just want to see what's in... Ah, that's annoying. Field 5 is canola. Bum. Okay, so I will have to offload everything which is in here. In which case, I'm just going to head over to the silo, which I can see over yonder, and drop this off, and then I will get a worker on that next one. Or do you want me to finish up by using the GPS and doing a couple on my own? I'm flexible. Let me know by the time I've offloaded all this. GPS or worker. And if it's a worker, shall we have a go and have a quick look around the farm and maybe have a chat to old grandpa? Let me know what you'd like. So with ground defamation, we're also getting defamation on, what would you call these? Placeables? No, not placeables. Can't think of the term. Things like straw, snow, I'm presuming it's actually flattening these down as well, which is exactly what you'd expect. You can see the tyre tracks here in the mud, but also pushing down the straw. If I can just get my target right on that point there, it probably isn't going to come through on the video because of compression, but you can see just above there where there's a bit of straw which has been pressed into where the tyre mark is. That's awesome. I absolutely love that. Right, let's see what happens if I run over this big pile here. Let's back up. I just want to see this for real, because this is quite a big lump here. Yeah, look at that. And the trailer. Oh, do you know what? Oh, I love it. Such a small thing. And I know it's a novelty. And I know eventually we'll kind of forget it's there. It will just be part of, you know, the natural world of Farming Simulator. But that first tyre mark on the front track there made its mark. And then the wider, deeper rear wheel made its mark. And finally we are left with the kind of checkered pattern on the trailer tyre. Oh yes, I do like that a lot. Do like it a lot. I would like to see some weather. And I don't know, yeah, you can't change the weather directly without any developer mods. That's another reason why I will be just playing a general Let's Play series initially, as I did with FS22, just until the tools are available for us content creators to do all the magical things we do behind the scenes. Right, while he's tipping off, let's go and get this over to the canola. No response from the viewers online right now, and that's fine. Let's get in position. Woody wants me to start a new survival series. I could give it a go. I could. I just need to make sure that there are certain mods, as I've just mentioned, certain developer mods that make things, well, basically possible for content creators. It does make a difference if we've got certain control over the behind the scenes stuff, and particularly with something like a start from scratch, where fundamentally the first part of that series is always it's kind of managed. It's more story driven. It's not really, there is no default start from scratch gameplay. It's something you kind of create yourself as part of the storyline. So I will be waiting on those tools to arrive. So come on modders, easy dev tools, that's what we're waiting for. And just while this is going round, we'll just kind of pull the camera out a bit there. It leaves me with the question, particularly for PC players, less so for console players, because obviously scripted mods is not something that's been available to them. I wonder where it leaves things like GPS mods, like courseplay. I think auto drive is still got a place within the game, but where we had seasons, and obviously Giants brought that into the game, it did add some features for many players that didn't have access to that, which I think is fantastic. But there are still, even now, some features of seasons which aren't in the base game. But you wouldn't now go and use seasons on top, I don't think. So the ability to check crop moisture and make sure it's the right time of year to actually harvest your crops, I think that should be in the game. It's a fundamental part of farming. You can't harvest your crops if they're the wrong, the wrong moisture level. And I get that we have this ability to to harvest or not harvest when things are wet, if it's raining. And I think now more so it tells you that you may not get a greater yield, whereas previously it just flat out said, you ain't harvesting, guys. It's raining. Jog on. So at least we have a bit more choice over that. So yeah, I'm curious to understand what you guys think will happen to the major PC mods now that some of those features have been pulled into the game itself. Right, let's get this over and help out this chap, and then we'll go and find, well, where am I going? There we go. We'll pick up the Bowser, which is there, fill up some water, make sure the cows are happy, and then we will have harvested 1 wheat field, 1 canola field, and cultivated 1 field, and we'll see how we get on next time. I'm hoping you're liking this new format. It is obviously new. I have held off doing a live stream video, well, fundamentally for 3 years. That's how long the channel has been going, but I am keen to explore different avenues. People absolutely love or absolutely hate the Dusty character, and I need to find a way to grow the channel a bit more organically, in a way that is sustainable, because it takes an awful amount of time to record those character-based videos, because I have to cut and splice and edit and do various things with audio, and so it's just nice to actually get on with the game. And what I will say is I actually never played FS22. I didn't actually yeah, I just didn't have the time, because I was spending so long creating the videos and I only have a finite amount of time per week. Right, let's go find some water. So I actually spent 2 3/4 years only playing FS22 when I was recording a video, and I realised I was missing out so much, which is why the last few months I've eased off on the videos just to enjoy the game. And so I'm going to try and avoid that this time around. I'm going to play the game a bit more, experience the game, because there's so much in here that I miss when I'm just using a character-driven roleplay style of video. And talk about missing things, is there anywhere to actually fill up the water? I may have to have a check on the map. Maybe you can help me out. Start a conversation, shall we?
Paint me green and call me a cucumber, if it isn't you.
You? Crimson Banshee, mate. Come on, computer guy. Okay, who can help me around here? Let's chat. No, I need some help.
A couple of people in town can help you, kiddo. We have experts on agriculture, animal husbandry, and forestry. What do you need help with?
I need help with finding where I can fill up my Bowser, please,
Katie,
buddy.
Our local animal farmer. She's a very nice person. Competent, charismatic. She can tell you about different kinds of livestock. A couple of people in town...
Okay, thank you for your time. I appreciate your help, but I need to go. So that's, in effect, a novel way of delivering the help tools in the game via some interactivity. I really do need to find some water. Okay. Well, I think, given we are hitting... What time are we? Yeah, we're coming up to the hour mark. If you've got any questions or any final thoughts, stick them in the comments, and we shall we'll go through those at the end. If you want to ask me any questions about the channel, about me, about the game, about anything, let's throw that out there. Ask a question about anything, and we'll just close up with 5 minutes of Q&A at the end. So get your questions in now, and I'll answer those. I'm just going to have a quick look and see if I can find where this water point is, if there is one at all. What have we got? We got petrol, the diesel, surely. That's B's, and that's obviously a B point. Ugh, am I going to have to travel for miles to get some water? I know what I'm going to do. While you guys are popping in some final questions, I'm heading down here because I know we can get water from the river. And then we'll call it a day. And I will be back. And I think a question that you can answer is, do you want me to come back via live streaming? Are you happy with this? Or would you rather have a video delivered nicely edited, but fundamentally still just a Let's Play series? There are other maps, so it might be next time around we jump into the other map and have a look. I don't mind that. Right, let's see if I can... How big's the bank here? This could... Oh, there's a bit there. There's a low bit there. Yeah, next time around we could potentially look at another video. Sadly, I don't have time to chuck these out this week. Just bad timing. I am away. Right, here we go. Refill. That is seriously precarious. But that's how we do it on Dusty Sim Farmer. We don't follow the rules. There we go. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah. Crikey, that was close. Ah, this is why you need a Fent. The Fent will get you out of all kinds of trouble. Right. I will get back to the farm. We'll drop the water off, knowing that the cows are then happy. So we've got that field there. We know we can't cut down the back there. That does us no favours. I'm just going to hack straight across this field. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to look at. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look. Yeah, see? Ah. I'm happy. There's water beaded on the tyres. As it should be. So not only do we get mud now, which is actually clean the tyres, but we also have mud. I don't know if there's ray tracing in this game. Hard to tell. I'll have to look at the specs. But it is looking really nice. I mean, you know when you're a nerd, when you get into a game and you're worried about beads of water on a tractor tyre. I'm sure I've got a better way to spend my time. Ha! Blasphemy! Absolute blasphemy! Right, let me get myself over and get the water in. I shall be back with you very shortly. Right, let's get in. What am I doing wrong here? There we go. It's just I'm a bit far away. Let's get into position and dump the water. I'm loving this. You can see the mud splattered over the ground, the churn. Now I know this won't last forever. There will be a finite amount of time that the game will hold this terrain detail in memory, but it is fantastic. It really is very cool. So our cows should now be happy. Let's get into the right menu. Still finding my way around. Yeah, the cows have got water. They have got food. They're good. Okay, I think that's where we are going to wrap things up. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for experiencing my first ever live stream. How did it go? Let me know. Right, let me have a quick look at the comments. Yes, Steam Decks are definitely worth a purchase. I have one myself. Yes, you don't get quite the same quality but actually you can still play the game. And yes, they are cheaper than a PS5. I have no problem with consoles. I was a big console gamer all the way back to the Atari 2600. Oh yes, old school gaming. But as I spend 8, 9, 10 hours a day working on a PC as a programmer, you know, the transition to PC gaming was always there for me. So yeah, I can't, you know, praise the Steam Deck enough. I've got one and I use it for lots of other things beyond just gaming. I use it for Netflix and watching videos and even doing work. So it is a great bit of kit. What else we got? Yes, starting up a new survival series with nothing. And you'd like roleplay once a month and the rest of the month do a let's play. I'm happy with that. That would work for me in terms of a channel. It might even be that I do a role play, like a Dusty series for those avid fans once every couple of weeks, because I can chuck out a video like this where I don't need to edit it. Fundamentally or essentially, it's just dumped and it's easy, so I can do that. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, Nate, you've come in right at the end. Yes, you will have to watch again later. But yeah, great to have you here. Also, let me know if you viewed this video, what is a good time for you? Now, I know a lot of my audience is actually US based, so I will try and do these in the afternoon. In the evening is a bit of a challenge because I have family and there's a lot of noise. And there's absolutely no way I can keep my door closed with kids running around. So it will always be kind of mid-afternoon between 1 and 3 p.m. UK time. But let me know if that works for you. Anyway, that's where we're going to call it a day. So thanks, guys. Just got to find the right button now. Do I hit this one?